Alright, back for the final round on the draw. And solid. Alright, this is gonna be a Nurg Raiders turn 2. I might have been supposed to play the Factory on turn 1. I mean, we knew we would play Fencing Ace no matter what. So probably it's not a big deal. Generally, you kind of want to play that as soon as possible, right? So worst case scenario, they have a Court Hussar. Oh no, they don't. They did not even play their... Fair enough. Court Hussar, if you don't know, is a 1/3 vigilance for 3. You need... When it enters the battlefield, you get basically to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and pick one of them, put it in your hand. And if you did not choose white to cast it, it dies upon entering the battlefield. I mean, you sack it right after it enters the battlefield. It happens on Esper control, I guess. Yeah, this was a spot where waiting and casting that second main phase was important, right? Otherwise, if I just cast it first, they kill the one that doesn't have summoning sickness and we miss 2 damage. Ghost Ship is a card I love in this set. One of my favorite cards in this set, somehow. And it's so good, it's gonna deserve... Pillory? We could just attack, though. And if they block, we disfigure it. Sure. It's gonna be obvious we have a trick in hand. I don't think it's a big deal. It let us apply more pressure. If we pillory, we don't do anything else. So I think this is fine. Sticking it. Now we can drop Page, and our Fencing Ace can attack into the Ghost Ship unless they have triple blue to regenerate. They have still these planes in hand they don't want to play, which is weird. I'm not sure if they are... I mean, there's no way I could destroy it, right? In my colors. I don't think so. In this set, sorry. So it's I don't know, usually you'd rather play the lands your opponent knows about as quick as possible. Fallen Angel. Fair enough. What do we do here? We can attack with a 2/2 double strike slash 3/3. Both match up pretty well against what they have. And then play another Fencing Ace, Disfigure plus Lion. Probably gonna try to pillory when the Angel's out of the board. Actually, it's fine. I guess I could make a block that's annoying for us if they block both. Sure, I'm pretty happy with this block, to be honest. I can trade a land for a Fallen Angel, I'll take it any day of the week. Sure, we'll play another ace. I guess our opponent doesn't know it, but we don't need this land. it's actually useless. We have nothing that, I mean, we have what, 2 spells that cost 4. I mean, sorry, 4 spells that cost 4. 2 of them we can't cast even with the factory, so it's quite useful. Having this force colorless land, it is. Now that the Angel's out of the board, Pillar of the Sleepless becomes a much more attractive play. I guess they're bouncing the page, right? But now we can just pillory the sheep, which is kind of the target we wanted to pillory in the first place. And we also drew that, that's really good. I guess white would have been better. So yeah, well, this is kind of bad if they happen to have their own +2/+0 reanimate thing, but I don't feel like they do. Alright, now we're out of Revolt is the problem. The opponent's on the 9-turn clock if they don't get rid of that. We know they still have these planes in hand, which is pretty bad. Ooh, Sift's good. But if they don't add to the board right now, they discarded the 5 draw. It's interesting here, because I guess they need the planes for something. The thing is, possibly, if they had played the planes instead of Swamp, they could have discarded the Swamp. Maybe they just needed the 5th land, I mean, sorry, the 7th land is a way to play their Morph right away, but you see, this is also another reason to play the land you're splashing for right away. This could be a no-6. This is the only way this goes wrong, though. And there's a bunch of Morph you really want to kill right away. But if it was the 0-6, it's not the end of the world. It's basically a no-6 you can flip by revealing a blue card. They only had 2 cards left in hand, though, so it's not even necessarily. I mean, it's not even sure they do have the way to reveal. And most other Morph you just want to kill right away. So yeah, black-blue mid-range, probably better late game than ours with card draw and bigger creature. Splashing white for something, could be a Pillory of their own, could be Cloud Blazer. Cloud Blazer is pretty likely, it's one of the strong things they could have. Not bringing in the Firewalker. If we had seen Pacifism or Pillory on our open side, I would bring in Lion, but we don't really know why they're splashing white for. Haven't seen any good target for Disenchant. Yeah, I think we can keep the deck the way it is. If they are playing control, I guess Swift's Foot Boots are decent. Not highly enticing though. Same with Abomination. And redeem card. It is 6 mana card though. I feel like if we draw 6+ land, we're gonna be in trouble, Abomination or not. Probably you just want to keep the curve low and make sure we're going to cast things early and apply pressure. I'm a little bit more concerned about this matchup than the last one. I mean, last one was just a mirror, I guess, but things worked out well. Against a good control deck, I think our deck will have trouble. I think our deck is pretty good against other aggro deck. We have solid Dreamwall and a little bit of good tempo cards. Chupacabra. I don't know. The first strikers also kind of good in the aggro mirrors. The double strikers, sorry. Yeah, again, I feel like we're good against the red decks in general. We also have these two how are they called? We haven't stuck on land here. The 2 Firewalker inside. I think control decks are a lot more difficult though, because we are not as aggressive as red deck. we don't have as much reach, and it means that we might be a little bit more in trouble. And having good removal is nice, but it's not like, it's not gonna win you against a control deck, you know? If they play a threat, you removal, then they sift and play 2 more threats. I mean, eventually you run out of gas, and they are not gonna run out of gas, so... Now, since they are stuck, we might still be in pretty great shape here. But... again, slightly more worried about this matchup. I guess it's fine if we trade here. Also fine if they take damage. We'll just drop a Griffin Protector and we can start stacking for quite a bit in the air next turn, hopefully. Done a pretty good job of stopping our aggression here with Mir and Nurse Mir. I've played some blue-black aggro decks. I think the fact that they are playing a third color though, and that they are playing Sift, indicates to me a more control-y deck, but it's not necessarily... You can play base blue aggro decks in this set, so... Let's lead with... Interest. I guess we try to just cast every single thing. Like they have a count spell. Worst case scenario, it's exclude. 3 mana, counter, draw a card, counter creature spell, draw a card. Diabolic Edge. That sucks. Could have left black open, but I want to be able to cast both the 2 as a spell, so I think it made sense to do it the way. I guess I could have played my swamp first. Yeah. There was no drawback in playing the swamp first. Yeah, that was kinda stupid. Do I stamina though? I mean, I'd rather have the option to do it over not, obviously. But would I actually do it? I'm not even sure. We're gonna murder that thing right away. I guess I could stack with these 2 things. I guess we're losing 1 damage, but we give them the opportunity to make a misplay. And no, we're not even losing 1 damage. I can just, yeah, it doesn't really change anything. Mind. I think we'll pass. We let them potentially counter our murder here. But I think they need to add more to the board. That was a good top deck. I don't know, I'm not sure about my... Probably should have just murdered the ghost ship. It looks like this might go wrong, not murdering the ghost ship right away. We have a decent amount of different tricks in hand though. Yeah, probably we were better off just murdering it, right? They get to regenerate here. Should regenerate. Maybe I should have just passed the priority, and I'm pretty happy if they don't regenerate, even if I lose. Mage. Yeah, The more I think about it, the more I just don't like my line. The reasoning was there's a chance they play another creature that's bigger, like a Murder of Crows, on the following turn, at which point we'd rather murder that. But I'm not sure. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna murder it now while they don't have triple. Maybe I have a cancel. No, sorry, count spell. Yeah, not murdering right away was a pretty big punt. Oh, they do. What the hell, man? Why does everything I'm talking about? They probably already had that and they could have played it too. I don't know. That is they should block Spirit. So the worst thing to block is Zealot. The best thing to block is Spirit because it plays around stamina a little bit, and Angelic is not a very good block, but it's not the worst block. But hey, I just made a pretty huge punt with my murder, so what can I say? But imagine though, on the turn where I didn't murder, instead of passing with their murder available, they just slam a Murder of Crows. I'm much happier to have my murder then. Do they have... Are they splashing for Akrama's Vengeance? It's a double white card, so even though they have Fetid Heath, that's not that likely. I splashed for Vengeance just yesterday, so there's that, but... Aren't they just dead on board? No, they aren't. Well, now they are. We've been drawing pretty well, not gonna lie. The deck is good. The deck is good. But been drawing fairly well. Alright. White-black aggro did the job. Pretty good draws. I don't think we have a mulligan, but pretty happy with the deck overall. Fairly fast league. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, hope the sound is better. And feel free to drop a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and you can also head to my Twitch page. There's a link down below if you'd like to see more content.